Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I've brought you one of the most requested and important videos, how to apply for a Slovakia visa in 2025 if you're from countries like Nepal, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or any other non-European country. This video covers everything you need to know, from where to apply, what documents are needed, the real process, and how the system works in 2025. Especially if you are thinking about work, study, or even visiting Slovakia, this video is made just for you. Now let's begin by clearing one thing. What does the term third nationals actually mean? Third nationals are people who are not from Slovakia, not from any country in the European Union, and also not from countries like Norway, Switzerland, or Iceland, which are part of the European Economic Area. So if you're from Nepal, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or Sri Lanka, you are considered a third national by the Slovak immigration system. Now let's talk about the types of visas available. If you're going to Slovakia for a job, you will need a work visa. That's officially called a National D visa, which means it's for long-term stay. If you're going to study, like joining a university in Slovakia, then you also need the same kind of National D visa for students. But if you're only going for a short trip, like tourism or visiting family, then you need a Schengen visa, which is also known as a Type C visa, used for short stays up to 90 days. Now let me explain the process step by step. First, if you're applying for a work or study visa, you cannot start the visa process yourself. Your employer in Slovakia or the university that accepts you must apply for your residence permit at the Foreign Police Office in Slovakia. This is the first step. You have to wait for this approval before you can go to any embassy. After your residence permit is approved, you will receive a confirmation and instructions. These will tell you where to go, what documents to prepare, and how to book an appointment. The next step is to go to the Slovak embassy or an authorized visa center to submit your documents and give your biometric data, like your fingerprints and your photo. Without this step, your visa cannot be processed. Once your application is submitted, it goes to the Slovak authorities. If everything is okay, you'll get your visa stamped on your passport. Then you can finally travel to Slovakia. Now let me explain where people from different countries need to apply. If you're from Nepal, you cannot apply for a work or study visa in Kathmandu. You have to travel to India and apply at the Slovak embassy in New Delhi. But if you're applying for a tourist visa to Slovakia, you can apply in Kathmandu at the Swiss embassy. That's because Switzerland handles Slovakia's tourist visa cases in Nepal. If you're from India, you do not go directly to the Slovak embassy. All Slovak visa services are managed by BLS International Services Limited. They are an official outsourcing partner. You will go to their offices to submit your documents and give biometrics. They handle everything for Slovakia across many cities in India. If you're from Pakistan, Slovakia doesn't have its own embassy there. Instead, you will apply at the Hungarian embassy in Islamabad. Hungary handles visa matters for Slovakia and Pakistan. So, all work and study visa applications are submitted there. If you're from Bangladesh, your application for work or study must also be submitted in India. You'll need to go to the Slovak embassy in New Delhi, just like applicants from Nepal. For tourist visas, the German embassy in Dhaka handles Schengen applications for Slovakia. And if you're from Sri Lanka, there is no Slovak embassy there either. You have to apply for work or study visas at the Slovak embassy in New Delhi. For any tourist visa, the New Delhi embassy is also your point of contact. Now let's talk about the documents you'll need for a work or study visa. You must have a valid passport, and it should be valid for at least 3 months after your planned stay. You need to fill out the visa application form completely and sign it. You also need to submit 2 recent passport-sized photographs. The most important thing is your residence permit approval document from Slovakia. Without this, your application cannot move forward. If you're applying for a work visa, you need your job contract from the Slovak company. If you're going for study, you need your official university admission letter. You must also show where you will stay in Slovakia, like a rental agreement or dormitory confirmation. You'll need proof of money to support yourself. This could be a bank statement or financial sponsorship. Medical insurance is also required. It must cover at least 30,000 euros and be valid across all Schengen countries. You also need a police clearance certificate from your country to prove you have no criminal record. And finally, a medical certificate from a registered doctor that proves you're fit to travel and live abroad. Sometimes, depending on your situation, the embassy may ask for more documents like a birth certificate, marriage certificate, or other supporting papers. These should be translated into English or Slovak in certified. Now, here are some important final tips for 2025. First, never try to apply for a visa without having your residence permit approval. That's the key document. Second, check that your documents are correct, well organized, and fully translated. Third, if you're in India, always go through BLS International and follow their instructions. And finally, make sure you book your appointments in advance because the slots can be limited. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope this step-by-step guide helps you understand the real and updated process for 2025. If you still have questions or want me to cover another country or topic, drop a comment. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck with your Slovakia visa journey.